grab your cup. Let's talk about your soul, your spirit, spirituality, how all of that is impacted by our human life, okay? So we all have a soul. We all have a unique individual soul, just like we have a unique individual personality, we have a unique physicality, how our body looks. We have a unique soul that has a blueprint for how it was made up. It has gifts and talents that are meant to be shared with the world. That's your soul's purpose. Your soul has a memory and patterns, all of that, not very different than our human. So that's our soul. When we have life's things that happen to us, when we experience things like trauma and loss and upset, and we start to go down life coping with that, we disconnect most of the time from our soul and from being in alignment with our true soul's purpose. So there's like a disconnect and a break there, and we feel that. We feel that disconnection to self. Now, besides soul, there is your spirit. Your spirit is your higher self. Your spirit is what's connected to God. Your spirit is your higher knowing that knows what's right for you, that is doing everything it can to lead you and guide you. Again, when we've had trauma and things that happen, we aren't hearing the signs and the signals from spirit. We aren't getting those intuitions and those downloads and that guidance because we've covered it over with a lot of beliefs and thinking that make it difficult to access. But your spirit is your higher self, and it's connected to the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the God that is in all of us. So Spirit, God's Spirit, is in all of us. It's the thing that gives us life. It's that life force energy. It's the spirit of all things. So our spirit, our higher self, is part of that Holy Spirit, part of that all spirit. And that's available to us to help us reconnect back to our soul and to live our most abundant life. That's how I see it in, a 2-minute conversation. But the work that we do when we're healing our life, when we're healing our body and our life from what's happened in our human life, the goal is to deepen our spirituality and our connection to Holy Spirit and to our own individual soul. That's when life feels really good. That's when you're living connected, joyful, peaceful. And while we do that healing process, it's the practices of spirituality that get us there. It's the practices of spirituality, not always the practices of religion. That may or may not get you there. That may or may not help. But the practices of spirituality will always help. So those practices are being present in the moment, being still, allowing for things to happen, being in nature, using what God created to help your physical body, the earth, the sun, the elements, speaking truthfully, but always from love, but truthfully and authentically. Those are some of the simple, not necessarily easy, but simple practices of spirituality that get your spirit more connected to the Spirit that's already in you and allows you to heal that disconnection between you and your soul. That divine work is one of the things I love most about what I do. Have a good day.